Hi there. I'm going to be working down in the gully today in Raccoon Alley, and I have some things that need trimmed back. I have some boxwoods, green velvet boxwoods that need a nice trim so they can be in a nice tidy ball around my bird bath. I also have some bleeding heart that need trimmed back. I've got some Brunera that need trimmed back, what else, hellebore, the Latin rose. And then I also want to plant a few more shady perennials like pulmonaria and Brunera. So let's go. It's a beautiful day today in Michigan. It's just nice and warm, and I'm just really enjoying it. So I've got some Brunera right down here that I'm going to be cutting back, so we'll start with that one. That is the Jack of Diamonds Brunera. It is one of my favorites. Then we'll go down here, and I've got a bunch of hellebore around this tree. I'm not going to cut all of these off because I kind of like how they look in the summertime. Some of them are getting a little brown, so I'll cut ones that look like that off. But some of them are kind of cool looking. Like these, they're kind of cool looking. They do kind of like eventually get a little bit weak and what do you call it, like mushy. So if they're like that, I'll probably go ahead and take them off. But I don't know, I kind of like the way they look, so I leave them on as long as I can. Ones up the hill here look a little worse, I think. Yeah, these ones are looking a little bit worse. You can see there's like kind of brown in there, so we'll get some of those cut. It's pretty gross. Some look nicer than others. These ones are gross. So I've got some more bleeding hearts over here, and go over here. They're getting pretty bad. So these bleeding hearts, I'm going to go ahead and cut back. Some of the foliage I'm going to leave if it's like kind of green. we'll let it brown up a little bit more like that. But these basically go dormant after they're done blooming. And I gotta be careful because there's poison ivy in here. Oh, perfect. This one I'm just gonna cut back. Let's move on to the boxwoods. I have these boxwoods I have to trim. I already started doing one of them. These are the green velvet. So just get these trimmed up and then probably scrub off this bird bath and fill it back up with water and get this whole area kind of cleaned up. And then I might even pull up this path right here. I need Nate to cut me some more of these chunks of wood. He cut these for me years ago. They've been in here for so long, but a lot of them are rotting. See that? So I kind of, it allows lots of weeds to come in here. So I might pull that up. We'll see. But first, let's get these boxwoods cleaned up and kind of clean up this rock area. A lot of the black walnut tree limbs have fallen. We've had a lot of rain and wind. And so we'll get that cleaned up. I've got those trimmed. That looks way better. I've been I've been dragging my feet on it. I really haven't. I just kind of forget about it, honestly. They looked fine how they were. They were really pretty, but I like to have things really nice and tidy. I don't want these to grow into a hedge at all. I want to keep them in their own individual sphere. So it was time to do that. And then I kind of just picked up a few. There's still some weeds under there I gotta pull. A few of them are poison ivy, so I didn't touch them. But I did kind of come in here and clean this path up a little bit. So I cleaned up the weeds that at least were in there, and that will do for now. But yeah, it looks a lot better for now. And then I do have this open area in here where I have, gosh, honestly, look at this. Hellebore growing. There's a hellebore. There's a hellebore. There's a hellebore. There's one. And then there's some volunteer brunnera over here. Whoa, right next to some poison ivy. Gotta dig that out. And there's a brunnera right there. So this area, I mean, things seem to grow good in there, especially the brunnera, because the only brunnera I have close to that is the one that we just trimmed over there. I just planted some that was right there, but basically the closest brunnera is like right down in that area. So the fact that it showed up there all on its own, I'm gonna actually plant some in there. Right after I dig out the chunks of poison ivy. I have this Jack Frost brunnera. So I've got 3 of these. It's just a plain old favorite Jack Frost. And then I have some lungwort. This is the proven winner one. I got this for $5 off of a cart. And I think there's a tag, yeah. So pink-a-blue. I don't have this one yet, but I feel like I could probably split it. This thing is huge. So we'll see. We'll take it out of the pot and see what the plant itself looks like. So I have one of those, and then I have two of these lungwort, and this one's called Lisa Marie. So we'll see. This one has more of a longer, spikier leaf. So I think I'm going to plant at least the Brennera over there. And then, let's see, pulmonaria, we might find a different spot for it. But let's get the Brennera in that spot. I think it might be pretty to just put all three of them right here in a little clump. We'll kind of brighten this area up a little bit. And then since I have hellebore growing right here, I think I'm going to dig up, I've got three of them right here and then one there, so maybe I'll dig all three of these up and plant them like in this area all together. Alright, so we'll just carefully dig that up. Okay, so let's put these right here. Does that look good? Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take you right over here, and so now believe it or not, that hosta right there volunteered. This is not a hosta that looks familiar to me at all. I've never planted, if that noise, that hissing noise is not a snake, it's the neighbor's sprinkler system, but the shape of this reminds me of the drinking gourd hosta. So it could be a drinking gourd, although the drinking gourd is a little bit different color. It almost has like a more bluish color with the underside being like a bluish gray. And this is more of like a, I don't know, like a sagey green. So I let it go in here. It came up last year, and I was like, well, we'll let it grow. We'll see, we'll see what it turns into. And it's pretty, but I don't necessarily love it right here. So I think I'm going to dig it up and possibly put it in that open spot over there and see how we like it. There are, like I showed you, a couple of Brennera over there, so I'm going to dig up the two Brennera, that one and then that one, and we'll put them somewhere. Maybe I'll put like them right here or something and let them grow on right here for a while, but I'm going to put that big hosta right in that spot. So it's kind of cool. It's a free hosta, kind of like this one. This one right here showed up this year, and this is exactly what that one did last year. I let it go, and now it's like 5 times the size. So if I let this one go, it'll probably do the same. So let's get that dug up and move it. Okay, I got it dug up. It's sitting right here, and Right now, I'm gonna go in here and look for the poison ivy. So like right here, I've got poison ivy. I'm gonna dig it up, make sure my shovel doesn't touch it at all, and I'm just gonna fling it into the woods. That's fine, that's Virginia creeper. But this right here is poison ivy. And I'm gonna take a good chunk of it, pull that burner off of it. Don't wanna touch it. All right, I think that's good. I'm gonna make sure that the rest of these pulled up. Alright, so now I have actually 3 burner rods. I have one right here too. So we're gonna dig these up and put them somewhere else. See? 3 plants. The hellebore right in there. I'm gonna hope that will take. Let's just look. Let's move it. Try not to put my rear end in the camera. Oh, I don't want to break. I already broke a few of the leaves. I don't want to break too many. Let's put it right here. See what, oh yeah, that looks good. Let's put it right in the middle there. And just let it take up this whole area. Alright, so let's dig a big hole. Should have grabbed my other shovel, but this soil is really nice and loose, so it should dig pretty good. Cover up the roots. Oh, that looks so good. It needed something. Oh man, I'm breaking leaves left and right here. It needed something like big and bold right here. So just to kind of anchor the back. So I'm glad we did that. Oh, look at this. These leaves are like not very sturdy. Is that Brenner? That might be Brenner. I'm gonna leave that. Honestly. There, we'll let it grow there for now. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now I got this open spot here and I like it so much better. Holy cow. So my goal is to get another one of these Jacob's ladder. This is the Heaven Sent Jacob's ladder, and I think I had I think what I did is I bought one plant and I split it into 3, and only 2 survived. I think I split it too much, honestly, because it was pretty small, and they look great, these 2. So I want to get a 3rd one to put right there. This is kind of this bed, I mean, it really has never had any sort of purpose, but I've kind of like moved a lot of stuff around here and there. It's like sort of an afterthought because I haven't know what to do with it. So I just have like clumps of 3, and this is the only thing that's drove me nuts because I don't have clumps of 3 of this anymore, and I want to make it go like that. So I want to get another clump there, which I don't have, but I have this open spot right here, so I was thinking I might be able to split that pulmonaria into 3 and put like 1, 2, 3 here. And I'm probably going to take that hosta, that volunteer hosta, out. Whoa! Holy cow! This thing is huge. Think I should split it? Gosh, I don't know. It kind of needs... I think I'm gonna get my hori and split it. Okay, let's see here. It's pretty big. I don't know if I've ever split. Oh yeah, I split a pulmonaria once. I split my one from over there. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna go for it and hope it works. Probably could use my shovel, but I'm kind of nervous. Oh god! Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it kind of like a pie. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and then I'm gonna go like a third of the way around. So I think that'd be like right there, maybe, and then like right here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go here, and then hopefully that gets us to the middle in thirds. It's pretty root bound anyway. And this was only $5, so it's worth it for me to try this. This is the other third. Dang. We'll see if it works. Okay. Oh my word, I think it worked. Maybe. Did we do too much? Okay, we gotta get this one. This poor plant. It's probably like, okay. We got it. And I think it was a success, honestly. Wow. That was fun. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, just gonna clean up the ones that we kinda, well, these are all dead, but give it a little clean. And we're good to go. Get them planted. Oh my goodness, that looks so much better. And look at that, I got 3 plants. 3 nice sized plants. And look how big that is next to my hand. 1, 2, 3. Just because I had a little courage to split it. They were really root bound, so honestly, I think that's actually gonna help them. I had to chop the end of the root off anyway, because it was just really root bound in that pot. Okay, I am a little out of breath, but I took a drink. So I have these 2 Lisa Marie, is that what it was? Yeah, Lisa Marie pulmonaria. And so, I mean, I could split these 2, I don't know, or we could just find a nice spot for 2 of them. So, let's see, where do you think we could put them? It's nice, it's really nice spring color. So I have spring color here. I have spring color here because I have the bleeding hearts that we just cut. I have spring color down in here because I've got Brennera, and then I got Brennera down there, and then the hellebore. I have hellebore down there. We could put some spring color in here, but although I do have hellebore in there, forgot about that. Let's see. We could add some spring color up here. Let's go up to Bunny Boulevard and see what we got here. What goes on up here in the spring? Okay, I got hellebore here. There is Brennera here. I don't really want to put it here because it's too similar to that Brennera color. And I did add some bleeding heart in here, so that will give some spring color. There's white bleeding heart, and then I believe right there, a couple of bleeding heart there with Brennera. Well, this needs weeded, but I have an idea already that I want to do here. Oh, you know what? I don't know, this could be risky because this area is a lot more sunny over here. I've tried to plant this Brennera here, and it just doesn't really do well. This is the Queen of Hearts. I probably should dig that up. But oh my gosh, look at all these are impatiens. These impatiens just seated themselves in here. What in the world? All right, well, never mind. I was gonna plant the 2 pulmonaria there, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. We'll let those impatiens do their thing. The further up we get, the more sunny it gets, and I just don't know how well they'll do. You know where we could do? Right up here. Where we were. What do you think? Like, maybe right in there? For now? Yeah, let's do that. And honestly, just the 2 of them might be fine. I could put like one there and one there. Let's do that. These are really root bound too. Okay, so these are really root bound, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the bottom of this off with my hori knife or my shovel. Probably faster just to do my shovel, but we'll just kind of shave them off a little bit. Not too much, but enough so it kind of opens up these. Yeah. See, that's better. Let's see, I might actually cut this one off too. Oh yeah, pretty bad. This one I'm just gonna take my shovel to it, since I have my shovel right here, and just kind of chop it off. Now, I do have this random hosta that I dug up. I have no clue what kind it is because it's a volunteer, but we'll just put it somewhere and let it kind of grow on for a little bit and see what happens. I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe we'll throw it in the ground like right back there. Can't forget those little guys. That was so fun. I got some new plants planted, a couple of plants that I don't have. I transplanted some volunteer hellebore and brunnera that are normally very expensive if you were to buy those in the store at full price. Even at clearance, they're pretty expensive, so that was kind of fun to see. I got a hosta moved that was free for me. That was kind of driving me nuts in that spot. Finally moved it out and I like it so much better. Split some pulmonaria, which would be a fun little experiment to see how that does. And then what else did we do? Oh, we pulled some poison ivy weeds, we trimmed our boxwood, and cut back some brunnera and hellebore. But here, I'll show you what it looks like. It's kind of nice because the sun is setting right now. It kind of comes up over the gully and sets over there. And so for, I don't know, about like an hour or so, there's some light that comes in here and shines on this little area, and it gets a little bit of sunshine. It'll be nice to look at it right now. All right, I'll kind of come back here so you don't see my shadow, but this is what it looks like. Got those 3 brunnera in there, the bleeding heart's cleaned up, and then you can see the 4 little hellebore that volunteered. I think that hosta looks really great there. It was free, and I'm gonna look it up. It's the same shape, like I said, as a drinking gourd, but just a little bit of a deeper green, so I'm not quite sure on that. And then this is the Lisa Marie pulmonaria lungwort. I think it really makes that chartreuse bleeding heart pop. And then I planted the volunteer brunnera right there, so we'll see if it does okay. There was 3 of them, and then when I went to plant them, so there's that one, and that one, but when I went to plant them, I noticed this right here was already there. It doesn't have any of that like hairy stuff on the leaves, and it's not variegated at all, but sometimes they start out like this, so I left it because it might be another brunnera. And this is it is kind of hard to see. Let's go this way. I just sneezed. And this is that area. So the pulmonaria in there look really pretty. 3 of them. So glad I split them. So those will fill that spot up really nice. And I actually really love this area now. It's filling in really nicely, and I like how it's looking. Even with just those 2 Jacob's ladder, I can wait to get another one of those. And then, did we do something over here? Oh yeah, we trimmed the boxwoods and cleaned out the bird bath. So it looks a lot better. The birds are gonna love this. They're already like chirping at me right now, thanking me, I hope. It's looking nice. Well, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and planting these plants with me. I'm so excited to plant that new pink-a-blue pulmonaria. I'm even more excited to get it for $5. So let's see, what's $5 divided by 3? Like $3? No, 2. No, less. I was gonna say $2.50, but I'm really bad at math. So it's less than $2 a piece. Less than $2 a piece? Holy cow! That's crazy for a proven winner, pink-a-blue pulmonaria. Anyway, I'm excited to try that variety, and then to try the Lisa Marie pulmonaria. I already have the Jack Frost brunnera, and I know that one does great. So and man, honestly, one of my favorite things right now to look at over here is that hosta, that free hosta that was just sitting there and that I dug up. So it's just the perfect color for that. There's a lot of variegation going on over here with the wee hosta, the here, I'll flip you. Maybe we're not done. There's a lot of variegation going on here with the wee hosta, the Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas, the brunnera, that Great Expectation, the pulmonaria, that yellowish color. So like that straight green color with the big bold leaves just really anchors that spot back there. So I'm really excited that we decided to move that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time that you spend with me. There's lots of other things you could be doing, but you spent your time with me today, so thank you very much for that. But I'm gonna head in and get some more water. I ran out of water and I'm really thirsty, so we're gonna go do that. And yeah, hopefully I see you out here next time. We'll see.